Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful West Side Hamilton with this not small and not in any way insignificant mural. My name is Ian Mackenzie Thurley. I'm the Executive Director of the Fitton Center for Creative Arts here in Hamilton, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to Garden of the Dogs. With that, I'd like to thank our supporters in the Ohio Arts Council, in ArtsWave in Cincinnati, the Hamilton Community Foundation, and the City of Hamilton for their ongoing support of the Fitton Center and the arts in Hamilton. Put your hands together. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. StreetSpark, this is our third mural here for this summer, and in fact, this is our 14th mural over 5 years. So it's we're very, very impressed with the incredible quality of work, with the engagement from the city, from our partners in the City of Hamilton and the Hamilton Community Foundation, but mostly from the community. The great words we hear about it, the excitement that it brings. This mural already, I think the scaffolding came down in the morning, and by the afternoon I was seeing selfies and photo shoots and cars and all sorts of things. StreetSpark, that's the name we put on this project, and it really serves as a great moniker because that's what we wanted to do, is spark and ignite throughout the city with art. So this is just an absolutely incredible mural. We're so excited. Christian Dallas, who can't be with us here today, but there'll be some words said, also created Golden Ethos over there on North 2nd Street, the crazy drummer lady with the big lips and doing the amazing things, which is one of my favorite pieces. So it's also on my street, just per accident, has brought this together. And I remember everybody sees the same thing when they come down here and they say, oh my gosh, it's so big. And I remember the first time I came down here to visit the crew, the painters who you'll meet as well, the incredible artists, and said exactly the same thing. It looks so much smaller on the piece of paper we were looking at. So to bring this together both as an artistic feat and as a work of art and just of the effort of putting all this together is absolutely amazing. So I have to say my congratulations thanks to Christian and to Mark and the whole team and the artists. Incredible work. We really do appreciate it. To all of the team at the Fitton Center, a lot goes on to make all this happen and put tents up and get sound up, and we have deliveries of paint, and we have fundraising, and we have marketing, all sorts of things that go back there. So a huge round of applause for my team at the Fitton Center. I appreciate you. At the moment, we're running lean and mean. And of course, to our project manager who puts this all together every year, and there's a lot goes into a mural. It's not just brushes and paint. So much effort, about a year's worth of work really goes into that. As we finish up now, we're thinking about next year, and we've got a few surprises coming along the way. So with that, can I give my thanks, my congratulations, and welcome to the microphone, Ms. Jen Akers-Smith.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for coming out. It's a lovely, lovely day today. Appreciate you coming out in the rain and being here with us. This is our first mural that's on this side of Hamilton, and it was just really great to add some vibrant color, some energy to this street. I just really want to thank the artist team for working so hard on this project. They actually finished 2 weeks ahead of schedule. And I think part of it was we had beautiful, perfect weather. But I think it is because of their focus, is because of how well they work together as a team to make this happen so beautifully. And they told me that almost every day, right across the street here at Colonial Lake, some people would come down and walk and watch the progress of the mural. So I think that that's just a testament of, you know, the power that the arts has and how it can transform your day and give you something to look forward to. And they'll get to see that every day as they leave. And I think, you know, this mural can be enjoyed on a lot of different levels. There are a lot of state flowers, the state bug, the ladybug. We've got trillium. We've got buckeyes in here. But also, there is another layer to this, and there are 7 hidden bulldogs in this mural, and that is a nod to the Hamilton High School mascot. So, like the most obvious ones, I would say, if you can see over on this side, these are a little bit more obvious. You see the little white bulldog teeth that kind of come from their lower jaw. Those are the more obvious ones in the middle, but then as they go out to the sides, they get a little bit more abstract. So I think that I really just love murals like this that have all of those layers that you can discover that you might not see when you first look at it. But as you spend time with it and as you investigate, you start seeing all these little things. So you can really spend time with this mural. I'd like to thank a few groups, a few amazing groups. Our major partners, the City of Hamilton and the Hamilton Community Foundation, for making this program possible each year. I'd like to thank our building owners, Nick and Nancy Lonnie. Can you give a wave, please? Thank you so much for your generous support of this project, letting us paint on this huge building, and just trusting us with the design process. We appreciate it so much, and we could not have done this one without you. And thank you to the guys at Elite Performance. This Elite Performance is housed in this building here, and they gave our artists a really great space to work. And they had their own entrance out back for safety and all that. But if you want to get in shape, go check them out. They do really good stuff in there. And thank you to our design selection committee. Give a wave if any of you are out there. I know I see a few. Thank you so much. This is a group of about 20 people. They're community members, they're artists, they're program partners, and they score these designs. So they come in from the artists, the committee scores, and they ultimately choose these designs. So they did an amazing job. And I would like to thank the Fitton Center staff. Thank you so much for all of your support in-house and at events like these. It really does take a team of people to make these murals occur. And finally, thank you to Hanson Scaffolding. They are partners of ours, and they do such a great job. We've been with them for about 4 years now, and it just, the peace of mind, knowing that they're going to put something up to keep our artists safe is just very valuable to us. So let's hear it for all these great people. Thank you. And now I want to recognize our artists. If you all want to come on up here, please. Artists can come on up. Yeah. There we go. So Christian Dallas was the designer and lead artist on this project, and as Ian said, he couldn't be here with us today. He's on a beach in Florida. But he wanted me to read some words of appreciation. He says, I just want to thank the Fitton Center and StreetSpark for affording me the incredible opportunity to design and paint one of the largest murals I've ever worked on. Such a perfect wall to create something to complement this area of Hamilton. I also want to thank StreetSpark for supplying me with such a strong team of talented artists. I couldn't have done it without all of their hard work and dedication. Thank you to Emily, Olga, Latasha, Sydney, and Mark. Last but not least, I want to thank the people of Hamilton. It was such a pleasure to work on this mural in a community that constantly stopped by to give warm words of encouragement and to voice their excitement for this design. My hope is that this mural will not only bring joy, energy, and creativity to those who view it, but inspire those both young and old to dream big and never give up their passion. So we have our 5 supporting artists here with us today. We have Olga Kleppinger, we have Sydney Rutherford, Mark Hanovan, Latasha Stone, and Emily Mason. Thank you so much for making your mark on the city. Thank you. Let's give them a hand. Okay, and now I would like to introduce to you the Mayor of Hamilton, Mr. Pat Moeller. He's going to say a few words.
I just want to say a quick thank you for StreetSpark and all the artists giving Hamilton 14 now expressions of life. And this one definitely is a bright expression of life. And it really lights up a dark day. So if you like dogs, this is for you. If you like flowers, this is for you. If you like Trillium, this is for you. But this is just, it's an artistic puzzle, which makes it even more neat because I just walked when I first got here and just walked all the way down one end and back looking for things. And this definitely brings a smile to people who are walking on the sidewalk, driving their cars by. And thank you so much. Thank you, artists, for these true expressions of life. On behalf of the city of Hamilton, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We're incredibly fortunate in this city to have the Hamilton Community Foundation as a partner in this, and the city of Hamilton. I do need to give a big shout out to Kay Farrar, who's our health director. We're hearing a lot about those these days, but we're so fortunate in this city. Back in March when we were shutting down, we weren't sure if StreetSpark was going to happen. We didn't know if we could get back on the street and paint and what the rules would be. And she was there and absolute said, look, we're going to have to change some rules. There's going to be some new policies and procedures, but we're going to get your artists painting and painting safely this summer. So a huge thank you to Kay for her support of the arts of Hamilton and of the Fitton Center. It is greatly appreciated. I cannot tell you how fortunate we are as a city to have somebody in our corner like that. So thank you so much to Kay Farrar, our health director. Speaking of support in challenging times, you don't often see them, flashing their card here in Hamilton, but ArtsWave have been a massive, massive supporter of this city for many, many years. ArtsWave goes back in its first incarnations into the 1920s, just before, I think 1927, if I'm correct, and has expanded throughout, obviously, Cincinnati and here to Hamilton, and have been here for a great many years. And when Hamilton needed investors and support and encouragement, ArtsWave have been there and have seen us grow, and there is support through the arts, not just at the Fitton Center, but throughout Hamilton. And that we're really greatly appreciated. So I've invited Andre Dubois to come up and just say a few words from our good friends at ArtsWave. And we want to say a huge thank you to them, not only for their financial support through many years, but their support of artists through the coronavirus has been absolutely outstanding. Andre.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here for this mural dedication. I was sitting there, I didn't know what Garden of the Dogs was, and then she said Bulldogs, and I was like, oh, okay, teeth, and I'm with you now. But we're so pleased to be able to support StreetSpark, the project from its onset, and just to take a look at how proud we are of how the project has grown and how Hamilton has become a more vibrant place because of it, and the fabulous arts in this region. What you're doing to revitalize Hamilton is working, and we can feel it as we come together. And what a wonderful dedication this is, and how dedicated you guys are being out here in the rain with your umbrellas to see this. So give yourselves a round of applause. People in the city of Cincinnati sometimes don't, but you guys do, and we appreciate you for it. And what's terrific about this, not just this project, but the StreetSpark project in general, is that you're setting examples elsewhere in the region, from Silverton, where I grew up, to Findlay Market, where I get some groceries, to Covington, where my wife's family is from, or Lincoln Heights even, where a bunch of my childhood friends are from. Public art and arts organizations are working together to create and spur an economic vibrancy, which I think is really, 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 really dope. So thank you, StreetSpark team. Thank you, Fitton. Thank you, Hamilton County Foundation, Mr. Mayor, and anyone else who has been involved in enlivening Hamilton with murals everywhere. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andre, and thank you to all of our partners. As I've mentioned, and we've all heard, this has been a challenging year. It's been challenging for everyone. It's been challenging for the arts. We are still not running at full percent. We don't do takeaway. We've got lots of challenges still ahead of us. So if you have the opportunity, pick up the phone, get on the email, and talk to your local, state, and federal representatives. Tell them what the arts means to you. Tell them what it means to your life, to your business, to the creativity, to the vibrancy, to the economy. Because we're in desperate, desperate need right now of support. Not just the Fitton Center, but throughout the state of Ohio, throughout the United States, and in fact throughout the world. Every little bit helps. We want to get to the other side. We want to keep doing these things. We want to keep employing artists, and we want to keep on taking this incredible city forward. But we need your help right now. We really appreciate it. Any words of encouragement, support, just to get us over the line, because we are working as hard as we can to get there. We're going to survive. And then we're going to thrive, and we're going to do it together. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So many people out here with umbrellas and wet weather gear. It says a lot about this incredible city of Hamilton. We are so pleased. Ladies and gentlemen, Garden of the Dogs. Thank you so much. All right, when you see you get some